So I'm just checking in with you guys. It's our first week down. That's exciting. We've made it to Friday. And I kind of always naturally on Fridays, like just take a look and back and see how the week went and then decide what I'm going to do differently next week. So I'm just going to include you in that conversation. One of the things I think is really critical for me is the days that I was able to keep to a better schedule. We all did better, including myself. I had to go into work obviously this week and help get things ready for everybody, which is not a complaint, but it affects my scheduling here. So hopefully most of you now know if you're going to be doing video calls from home or if you're going to have to go in, and you can kind of balance your schedule. What I've noticed helps us is in the morning, the boys get to have playtime in their playroom, or whatever they choose to do, but they get to start off the day by playing. They are pretty conditioned to getting up and getting dressed and like cleaning their room, making their bed, etc., and then coming down, because that's normally what we have to do for school. So I'm trying to keep that going. And then I'm getting them time to play, and I'm doing a workout every morning, which I will say, if you're not making time for yourself right now, you need to, because you're working 24 hours a day now. So you make sure that you are doing that for yourself. And then we go right into math. We've been doing our online, our Zern, and then we also do a little bit of Freckle.com for math. And the boys have really liked that. We did pick up our packet yesterday for first grade, so we'll also add in like the sprints and the application problems and so forth that they have. And then I had gone on and I had printed off some worksheets for them just for fluency, like double-digit subtraction for my second grader, some time, stuff like that. So we've been factoring those in. And then we normally do a recess time after math. I make them do math for quite some time. They've been kind of doing it for an hour, and they really enjoy it. There's not really a lot of complaints. This morning they had Alexa playing music. It was extremely loud and rocking out. So it's not super crazy, like silence, whatever. Don't think that. So we did that first, and then we've moved into reading, and we read for about 30 minutes. Today, after I do this video, they are currently reading right now, and I'm going to listen into them. The strategy I've worked on this week is trying to find sight words within a word so that they can break it down, and then making sure they read through the whole word. An example of that was that Macklin saw the word mysterious, and he said mystery. And so we're really focusing on solving the whole word all the way through, instead of kind of looking at a word and then throwing something in there. And then next week, we're going to work more on finding those sight words, reading the whole way through, and then checking to make sense. Like, that is something that all kids can work on. Sometimes we look at the first three letters, we say a word, and like, does that make sense in that sentence? And normally the answer is no, but they're just worried about saying that word and moving on. So that's what we'll work on next week, as well as the comprehension strategies. I'm going to keep with the diamond template next week to do pictures, and then I'm going to use that to be like their brainstorm for their reading response. So we'll keep doing that. And then what we've noticed is we've had lunch. Normally when Dean gets home for lunch, we'll have lunch with him as a family. And then we go into art. The boys were looking at mystery science yesterday, which looks pretty cool, except I don't have all the supplies here. So that's kind of a bummer. So I'm going to have to find some cool hands-on science activities that we have the supplies here, so I'm not having to run to the store numerous times. Kind of defeats the point. And we also have been doing art. So we've done Art Hub for Kids on YouTube, and we've also drawn with Mo Williams. We did a doodle with him. His was a little bit more chatty in the beginning. He was showing off a lot of things. But when we actually got to the drawing of Pigeon, that was super fun. And I enjoyed being able to draw Mo Williams' Pigeon. So that was pretty cool. And I would encourage you guys not to forget about PE. These kids need to be active. We just I rode my bike, and they rode their scooter around the neighborhood. And so anything that you can do to get them outside but not be around people and just burn some of that energy, take the dog on a walk, let them, my kids have been playing basketball a little bit, or they play tetherball, or they play baseball outside, they're playing catch. Get them outside. They need to be outside too, but obviously not huddled around a lot of people. So make sure you're keeping your distance. I'm not trying to encourage you not to follow the rules. I want to say thank you to all of you for sticking with me this whole week and really responding to things that I was saying and asking questions and helping me kind of know what our next steps are for everybody else. We can do week 2. I feel it. We're going to be able to do that. I'm going to try to keep my videos shorter. You guys are so patient with me, but the first week, it seems like there's a lot of information to get out. So next week, again, I'll continue to teach some strategies. Please, I will try to make it so I could teach your kid at the same time, give you a little break. If you have concerns or questions, email me. If you have things that you want me to address, email me. I'm happy to do that. I really want to cater to what you need and not just what I need to get through these next few weeks. So good job making it on week 1. Don't forget to prioritize yourself. Otherwise, burnout is a real thing for teachers, folks. And now you're living that world. So make sure you're taking care of yourself, whether that's working out, taking a bath, vegging out, I don't know, whatever you need to do, make sure that you're doing that too. Make sure that you're keeping it fun for your kids. I know that when I was putting the pressure on myself to have it all scheduled and routine like school, it doesn't work here. So I need to have a balance of the two, right? I need to make sure that they're doing everything they need to be doing, but also being able to relax a little bit at home. They need that too right now. So keep it up. Good luck. I'm proud of you. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll get back on here in a little while to do a read aloud, and hope you guys all have an excellent weekend. Hopefully the weather is nice so we can all play outside away from each other, of course. Keep yourself safe and keep yourself healthy. Keep reading. See you soon.